Hello you beautiful people and welcome back to Let's Play Warhammer 40k Inquisitor Prophecy, where we will go on with the Prophecy, the Anthema Ultima, and we of course, well not of course, but we need to talk to the makers biologists.
What do you make of this ancient prophecy, Magos?
The tech priest considers it pure Xenox nonsense. My opinion is more nuanced, but I can't see any practical use for it either.
You are being too harsh. The prophecy alludes to certain facts that we know are valid.
You are willing, then, to accept the existence of a million-year-old artifact, created by a race long extinct, that somehow had knowledge of the birth of beings like her?
Uther's research was based on ancient Fabricatus technology. The existence of the Alpha Pariah could easily be the result of this prophecy. In that case, the Pariah needs the artifact to control her powers and fulfill her true potential. Otherwise, she presents grave danger to everyone.
That's a point. That's a good point. That's a very, very good point. So to the captain we go.
Do you have a destination for me?
I have faced some daunting tasks, but finding an unknown artifact created by a long-extinct race sounds impossible. The tech priest has scoured the available inquisitorial archive of classified data troves. Nothing.
Luckily, we have an acquaintance who knows his way around the system.
Are you referring to Nathaniel Grexus, the resourceful rogue trader captain with a shady past?
In his youth, Grexus made a fortune as a trader in Xenos relics. He has abandoned that particular career since then, but he must have kept his contacts.
I suppose you might have an idea as to his whereabouts.
We have exchanged messages recently. He was on his way to the mining world Arcadus.
Then we will follow him. He will surely be glad to see us.
And then travel to the next location we will and see what we have to do. I have no clue, to be honest. Unwilling Informant. The prophecy provided by the Harlequin refers to a mighty entity that could be capable of sealing the Dark Nexus and potentially changing the fate of the entire galaxy. The entity might be the Alpha Pariah, but she needs a mysterious Fabricatus relic to control her immense power. I found no usable information in the archives on the item in question, but Captain Van Winter suggested a useful acquaintance. The individual is Nathaniel Grexus, a rogue trader with good connection to smugglers of Xenos technology. So let's go into it and maybe we will have a little bit of fun.
The tech priest has sent out several scryer skulls. We have a hit on Grexus.
And what is our old friend doing here exactly?
May I hazard a guess? Old Nathaniel Grexus must be quite busy with one of his suspicious deals.
This area is a hideout for rebellious deserters. Whatever he's doing here, I will most certainly not approve.
Are you willing to face an army of rebels?
They will have a chance to show penitence.
And I already noticed what kind of mistake I did in the off. I wanted to change our force rod.
No, they have left me no choice.
And what did I do in the off? I of course did not change it at all. Shame on me. So we need actually to get into the other powers as well to give us a little bit of AoE damage. It's of course this is what I don't particularly like about this loadout. If we don't have the we have the Firebolt right now. If we don't have the Warp Blast available.
We have a quick feed from the scryer skulls.
Betrayed me, you filthy rat! First, call me a rat again and I will break your jaw. Secondly, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Really? An Imperial agent has landed in the zone. Tell me it was not you.
Don't you dare pin this on me, you scoundrel!
Snitches like you deserve death. But we can use you as a hostage. Lads, watch this filth while I deal with this mess.
Great. Old Grexus is being, well, himself again.
I have no time to lose.
Yep, no time for conversation. That is actually what I don't particularly like about this current loadout. In a light now we are actually completely overheated, and we have no AoE damage to deal. Well, we have to deal AoE damage, but we can't deal AoE damage. That is, in certain situations, not ideal, since we are prone to overheat. I don't want to say very quickly, but by using all the psychic spells there, we are going to overheat really quickly, and we are killing, of course, the enemies with this firebolt a little bit quicker than with the Warp Blast. I think dealing AoE damage with a standard skill without producing warp heat is a little bit neater and a little bit more helpful, but we will fight through it. And I hope this is actually the last mission I'm going to play in this session. I hope that I'm going to, before I start the next episode or recording the next episode, that I do think about switching the weapon. I hope, but I know future me, future me will I'm pretty damn sure future me will be mad at past me for not switching the weapons before, in between. But well, that's a completely different point which I have to make with myself. Come on, bring him down. Nice, thank you. And this is actually the only thing we can do against horde enemies, using the fiery form to take them all out very quickly and with not too much trouble at all. Okay, I of course pulled the other guys as well. Very neat and nice. So at least the Ogren is down. We are still on, I want to say 3, but technically we are still at 4 inoculators, and I think that is just going to be fine, and we don't need to fight through the enemies who are, well...
Be careful, Inquisitor. They have fortified their camp with advanced defense systems.
Price I pay for power.
Maybe it might be the right thing to actually go for them inoculators, since... Okay, we are first of all going to take a look at how fortified the enemies are. And if we see problems there, I will then get back and take the inoculators for sure. At least one enemy down, one champion down. That is good. The plague ridden and 2 skulls and a rebel remaining. Shall be no problem at all. Alright, skull down. Okay, we still have a long fight in front of us. Okay, go away. I don't need to engage them. Sadly enough, I think I pulled the other enemies. That, of course, ain't that perfect. Oh, a dead end. Nice. Okay, we will, of that I'm right now certain. I made my mind up. We will go after the inoculators. We picked them up. We are only down at 3. We are only at 3 right now, which is not a great number concerning our current weapon layout. Come on, get down, get to the ground. Thank you very much. We make the quick detour. I think the main reason I didn't want to get the inoculators is that I am very certain there were enemies which I quite, or not quite, but just by accident pulled, but now they are cleared out, and only this one corrupted skull is there. So we are back to 2, 4, 5 inoculators from 7, which is good, which is just fine with me. That means I'm pretty damn certain we are going to make it through. Well, in the end, if we are technically out of inoculators, it does not really matter, since this is a, so to say, campaign mission. If we die, we die. We don't have 3 deaths like in the randomly generated missions or in the Uther's turret missions. That is the main
These rebels are surprisingly well equipped for a group of synth deserters.
of the campaign priority assignments. So let's bring at least one down and let's get the heat down. Maybe it might not be bad to actually get out of harm's way at certain points. Level up came good because I don't know whether it came actually a little bit too late or whether I just used the inoculator a little bit too early. And now the stress test, the Overseer. A Rebel engine, a Sentinel equipped of course with heavy armor, and a autogun I guess, plus a wonderful little missile launcher. But we have it down to half of its HP, that is good. So it's down to 10,000 HP and more of half of it's gone, that's nice. So let's bring it then to its knees, so to say. I need to cool down Atinsy a little bit. Let's use our main weapon, dealing damage of course as well, not too bad the damage of course. And maybe before we get into the red area we can take it down like so. 3,000 HP remaining. I'm getting a little bit out of harm's way. That's a good part with the missile launcher. You can easily get out of the way and nothing is going to happen to you. And a clue. Nice, let's get into it. Commander Larkit, my understanding is that you and your men formerly served the Astro Militarium. I must confess that if that is indeed true, your utter lack of discipline is a sad reflection of the current standards of the Imperial military. I harbor no doubts about your loyalty, but as a person financing your company, I will not tolerate delays and disobedience. My work is of paramount importance, yet you waste your resources on petty mischief. You have failed to deliver my shipment in time because you are too busy organizing your illicit Promethean plant. I trust you will not fail me again, or I will make you my research subject, the 7th.
The contacts of Captain Grexus seem to dabble in Prometheum smuggling as well. These rebels have a shadowy benefactor with the moniker the Savant. Well, that could be an important lead.
I think that is a very, very important lead. Good that we found it. And a inoculator refill, nice.
The increasing warp surges tore this sector apart for a very long time, fragmenting the largest Astra Militarum regiment into separated entities. Those who were weak of faith have fallen into the abyss of foul treachery.
If you say so, yes, of course. But I mean, these are nothing against, of course, Astro Militarium, but these are not really the best warriors in or for mankind compared with the I want to say Ultramarines now with the Adeptus Astartes with Space Marines. Then of course they lack certain things, and even of course even the Space Marines can fall to chaos and to corruption, so they're not even them is safe with all that good jazz. Okay, let's get out of there. We are a little bit overheated, but let's try to take down the Alcuin gunner before we overheat. But with the last couple of hits here we can take it down with the... Okay, let's... Okay, good. Down it is. I said nothing at all. And we are nearly at the desired location. Good. I'm really surprised how long that actually took us to fight our way through here. But we have 2 turrets. I think the good part is with the Flamer, of course, that won't be no problem to take it down on or in or without being in its range. Of course, with the rocket launcher, it's a little bit tougher, if you can say that. So obviously I right now don't want to face the tarantula guns, but I need to jump out of here. Why I don't want to face the tarantula guns? Because they are practically, but maybe I don't have much choice here. They are practically being summoned by the champion or by a rebel sergeant or renegade commander, one of the two. Once we have the augments down, that might be very useful, since we then simply can teleport to the last... Okay, I wasted a inoculator. Oh my god, am I stupid. That I shouldn't have done, but that is just sometimes what happens. We are not too far away, that is the good part. The other good part, of course, is we are not heated anymore, and we are actually full with HP. So Rebel Sergeant's going to fall quickly as well, without us wasting time facing the Tarantula, the summoned in Tarantula turrets. Nice. And we have a little clue available. Let's quickly go into it. Ellen, or Elin, my love, I miss you and the children so much. I still pray to the Emperor to bring you back to my life soon. Old habits die hard, I guess. I remember my promise, but I can't tell you too much about the current job. Balthazar still reads through our correspondence if he's bored, just like the old days, and there isn't much to tell, really. I'm mostly on guard duty, this time patrolling an abandoned Prometheum field on an Emperor-forsaken dirt ball. Not the most lucrative business, but since Anderson's demise we try to keep low profile. I'm still thinking about the Colonel a lot. He could be insufferable, but fate handed him terrible cards, stranding on a starving highfield, cut off by a warp surge. What else could he do? If the commissar had been a bit more open-minded, the whole thing could have ended better. After all, it was an us or them situation. I know, let bygones be bygones. A survivor from Canos Maxima told me that the Colonel had tried to make a deal with an Inquisitor, Klosterheim, to redeem the regiment. Dealing with those bloodthirsty bastards usually isn't the brightest idea, but I can't blame him, mostly if your only choices are the penal regiments or the gallows. He tried at least. Yes, he tried at least, and that's more than I can say about most of us. On a happier subject, the Savant kept his world, and with the new supplies, we are starting to look like soldiers again. Not a bad feeling, I must admit. And the work could be much worse, where we are not taking slaves and there's no pointless killing. We are not free from danger, but at least I can sleep well. I'm counting the days until my next leave. With love, Will. Okay, and then we are nearly at Nathaniel. I just assume, I don't know, I don't remember to be precise. There's going to be a little bit of the fight coming up, but we will quickly find out, I hope. Okay, the heavy hitters are down. That is good for us. Only a couple of regular enemies remain. That is good. The good part is, yes, we are okay. We are out of inoculators, but we are not facing all of the enemies at once. That is always a very good thing, actually. And then only a rebel sergeant or renegade commander is remaining, which shall be good, since... Oh, it's even Balthazar, alright. I need to retreat a little bit. We don't have any inoculators remaining, which ain't that good, but well, what shall we do? Okay, maybe we can kill him in time. Yes, we can.
Inquisitor! What a sight for sore eyes.
Not a remark I hear often, I must admit.
I bet. But you have saved my precious hide again. Praise the Emperor.
I had some pressing reasons to seek you out, Grexus.
I sense a recurring pattern here, Inquisitor. I'm always glad to help the Imperium.
Alright, and that, guys, right now leads us already to the end of this episode. And you know it, I, as usual, really thank you for watching. If you guys actually do have enjoyed this episode, then please, guys, give me a little tinsy thumbs up and subscribe, and hopefully I see ya in the next episode. Until then, have a nice day, stay frosty, bye.